Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net Radio!
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
That's lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Welcome to your coronavirus bustering crew. This week, next week, however long it tends to be, Fight Net Radio is dedicated to entertaining you on a daily basis, not just on a weekly basis. Some of you haven't even caught up with yesterday's episode. And yesterday was a doozy. It was a doozy of all shows. All you have to do is go to Fight Net Radio, click on any one of our links, listen to the show. Have you put any new people onto the show, Minx? Or are you waiting for a safer episode?
No, I'm totally waiting for a safer episode, yo.
That's it right there. If you want to go watch the video, for those of you watching the video, it is our spotlight episode of the week. Been shared over 140 times with 690 views at this moment, and that's 18 hours.
Yeah,
we're going to hell for that episode.
Oh yes, exactly. If there's a roller coaster down to hell, we're like at the very front seats.
We are. Andrew will be joining us this week. Actually. Bob Arum's brother, Bob Arum, will also be interviewed here in the near future, and we'll see if Bob Arum actually has the nerve to talk to Bob Arum as Bob Arum. If you don't follow that, then it's your first time listening to the show and you're just waiting for me to get to the news. And that's what we're doing. There's a lot happening in boxing, remarkably, every single day. So let's start off. MGM Resorts is temporarily closing everything.
Everything.
Everything,
the
right?
whole casino.
So, we all see it the same way. It's going to impact boxing, but more importantly, it's just a bad time for Vegas. I mean, it's literally the entire town is shutting down. Were you surprised that Vegas would shut everything down?
I was, like I was expecting some of the restaurants to shut down and whatnot, some of those standalone restaurants. I wasn't expecting the casinos entirely, but, as like the number of people assembled becomes lower and lower. First they said no groups more than 500, and then it went down to like 100, and then 50, and now it's like 10. It's like fucking hell. So as that dwindles down, it's like, damn, well, it's gonna have to start closing the doors. And sure enough, the announcement today that the MGM is going to be closing, and other MGM resorts. So that includes
Caesars,
like the New York and a bunch of Caesars.
Caesars Hera officially said that they're going to a skeleton crew. MGM went first. And for those of you who don't know, MGM basically sold off all its property. So that still means Mandalay Bay should be open. They sold that. Circus, Get Ringworm Circus, I believe is still functional. I think it's a great time to go to Vegas. I can't wait to go in a couple of weeks for my birthday.
Yes.
I think
there will be so few people on the strip.
Yeah, well, okay, so here's my issue, right? For my birthday, I like live music. Am I going to have to go down to TJ to actually get some live music?
Oh, shit. If you can cross the border, yeah. If they let you back in, sure.
Canada's officially closed, too.
Oh, shit. Oh, how the tables have turned.
Yes, they have. Moving forward, the biggest story of the day, and the reason we're actually doing today's story, I guess I agree. What a just agreed to. This came in yesterday after we finished the show. We didn't really cover it. Tyson Fury has a doping allegation hanging on his head. Tyson Fury reign as the world heavyweight champion will not be ended by new claims over drug allegations. This coming from a failed test in 2015. Why is it when Deontay Wilder's involved and he can't really fight the individual, i.e. Dillian White, the list goes on and on. This seems to be the PBC go-to of bringing up shit for the WBC title. Like, I don't know what Suleiman's fascination with is, Al Heyman's whole little gig. Like, okay, your dude lost. Well, yeah, in 2015, he failed the drug test. Well, in 2015, based on reports, tell me if I'm wrong about this, Mix. In 2015, this dude was coked up, smoked up, drunk, on his ass, on antidepressants. I would believe that steroids are probably the smallest thing in his system in 2015.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't test for a lot of other fucking things and pissing hot for a lot of other banned substances. This is the least of all of them, I'm sure.
I'm sure it is. I mean, what's most fascinating about 2015, for those of you who don't know the Tyson Fury history, this is the era of time when he's fat and bloated and a complete car crash who's trying to kill himself, basically, and he still winds up pulling out of his ass a Klitschko win. So it's I don't why does the PBC do this?
They're so reaching. God damn. They're so grasping at straws at this point. It's fucking pathetic.
I'm literally blown away by this again. They did it to Dillian White, right? They've done it to like, this is like the goat. Like, if you guys really don't see this, what's the joke? Tell me I have a tail. I don't have one. Somebody else tells me I got a tail. I got to take a look at it. But when you get up to about the second and third time, PBC, WBC, he's got a tail. They got a tail. I mean, at this point, it's almost mind-boggling. For those of you who don't know, put it all together. I'm waiting for the Deontay Wilder video at this moment, and we're being joined on the phone by Deontay Wilder. What a shocker at that moment. Hello, to all my bomb squad.
Bomb squad.
Bomb squad. You know he can't beat me, right? He had to be on the juice. And I was tired from wearing 800 pounds of costume that I asked him to make 800 pounds.
And batteries and wires.
And shit coming out of my ass. Like,
shit.
At what point, like, when does this do, like, I'm telling everybody I'm making my prediction right now, Migs. Tell me I'm wrong. There's a Deontay video coming out that's going to look just like the last. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I know you be on the juice. If you guys don't believe me, that video exists verbatim that used to be in the intro to this show for a very long time. His whole thing is, we know. No, you're making it up, bro. You're making it up. And because the way the media works, right? Good for you. Mm-hmm. Congratulations. You played he was high in 2015 card on something, and therefore that's why I lost literally 5 years later.
5 years later, exactly. I got it here.
Because I was going to be in a fight, actually, last Saturday that got canceled, which makes me still look brilliant for not ever training.
All right, not a day.
I should have signed it, gone to the weigh-in, been overweight, and then had it canceled and still look like a mastermind.
like you did your part.
Like I did my part. Well, look, it's the Deontay Wilder playbook at this moment, right? Like, I'll show up. Something will happen. He'll test dirty. Something will happen. It's all good. Jesus, what? Wish the PBC would just.
It's the PBC game plan, Neil. It's the PBC game plan.
So good news and bad news. We did sign Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo Alvarez. Bad news. They're postponing the fight because Canelo is currently back into the, Tyson Fury style beef. I mean, Canelo's not coming out of Mexico, strangely, because it has one of the lowest shocking amounts of coronavirus issues. I suspect it's the water and the steroid beef, if you want my opinion. I actually have the map, and Mexico is one of the lowest spots. If it gets any worse here in San Diego, I'm going over the border.
Do it.
So we did get a Cinco de Mayo weekend with Billy Joe Saunders, which would have been a good fight, entertaining,
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, Billy's a good talker. He'll talk up the fight. Canelo doesn't say much except, "I own a horse." Good job.
Yeah.
Yay. I eat Mexican cattle. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. It wasn't
Yes.
steroids for your knee. All right, cool.
I'm a trainer as a butcher.
Yeah, sure. Right. Whatever. So we get the fight, and then literally within 48 hours of the fight, yeah, we're postponing the fight.
Yeah, until June, I think they said, right? Or at least they'll see how things are in June.
About it right now, they're talking June or even longer. We all don't know at this moment, and boxing is about to suffer. Okay, so here's the thing I don't get. All right, forget the venues. Why aren't you guys just like getting a gym and letting a fight and streaming the shit online? Like, what am I missing here?
Yeah, streaming that shit on DAZN. Hello, we're gonna watch that.
I've been thinking about this since this all started, right?
Mhm.
Because kudos to Vince McMahon. Almost every insider says there's no way he's canceling that event. Everyone in the
WrestleMania.
Right? That's 100,000
Yep.
people. And this complete nitwit is not going to do it now. He's doing it in a couple more weeks when it will even be a further spread than it is right now. By the way, this isn't going to stop anything. If you guys, I know this because I live at the beach. Nobody's staying in their house. Like, you're going to have to do straight up lockdown to stop people from moving around. So my question is, why aren't we just getting empty arena fights? What am I missing here? I mean, let's be honest with most of the shitty PPC cards to begin with. They're mostly empty anyway. I think they're meetings of 50 or less.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Why
am I the only one
I have
who
to
thinks
assume
that
it's
this is
just
the most
it's still too many
logical thing
people.
going?
It's still too many people. Like everything from the people, the judges, the athletic commission, the refs, the fighters, their corners. That in itself is a ton of people.
Nobody
not even including the fans.
gloves. Like, okay, here's what
masks.
Let's have a discussion about this, okay? Let's just say I know nothing about the coronavirus at this moment, other than what I've read or heard on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
If I'm wearing rubber gloves and a mask, and I've got an empty arena fight, why am I not getting a fight? That's the only way to catch this thing is you're going to pick it up on your scanner. It's going to pass through the air. So what am I missing? Like, why is everybody just losing their fucking mind? Like, I feel like the Joker in the Dark Knight movie. Literally, everybody's losing their minds.
Yes.
But if I say 100 troops are going to die tomorrow in a war, everybody will be fine with it, right? You're shutting down the entire United States. You've taken away all sports as we know it.
Mm-hmm. People's jobs are out the door.
Right. Literally, I agree. I'm just hoping that there was somebody who just told their entire building in New York that they get April for free, right, for rent. Nice. And my landlord's not doing
right. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. By the way, it's mass pandemonium. The minute we get to the end of the month, I'm telling you, watch the crime rate spike, everyone. All you had to do was give them boxing. I'm saying that.
I know,
boxing's
right?
the cure.
Give them some entertainment. Boxing and MMA is a cure. Just let the fights happen.
My favorite story of the week, or at least for Monday. I'm sure I will find more stories to be happy about, but this one is my favorite.
Trust me, there's going to be plenty more to go.
Ruiz, ex-trainer, Manny Robles. Andy Ruiz is a ghetto kid.
Oh, shit.
He went
Go there.
Well, all right. Let's be honest. Fight Net Radio did do Wonka Straters of his videos of the sushi party. It was very ghetto-y. It was very ghetto-y. It was.
Considering
the day he bought the house with the camera, kind of ghetto-y, but driving around in a Bentley with literally Alberto's wrappers and a styrofoam cup. I'm not saying it's a ghetto guy. I'm just saying, look, it's the age-old statement. You can take the guy out of the ghetto, but not the ghetto out of the guy. And
hell yeah, hell yeah,
dude. Been down to that city, for God's sakes?
No, I haven't actually. No.
Okay, so it's a legit border town, just here, literally south of San Diego, and it is literally, it's a migrant town. I'm not being crappy about it.
What town is it? What town is it? Central?
Yeah, it's El Centro. But
El
I think
Centro.
he
Oh, no,
bought
no.
outside, but he
Yeah.
bought like one of the bigger properties out there, rumor.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I love this. Look, Dean Ambrose can write. Good joke, Lee. Andy Ruiz, ex-trainer Manny Robles, is pretty bitter about being let go by him following Andy's loss to Anthony Joshua last December in Saudi Arabia. This is hilarious all by itself. So, by the way, we talk about the PBC playbook, right? Al Heyman is still this man's advisor. Tell me that this isn't 101 after you lose a fight. It's the trainer's fault.
Oh, hell yeah. And then let the trainer go. That's how it is.
Manny Pacquiao did it to Freddie Roach, for God's sakes. That's what everybody does.
Yeah, exactly.
Robles reasons that Ruiz, 33-2 with 22 KOs, is just a ghetto kid that never had anything in his life until he beat the IBA, WBO heavyweight champion Joshua last June to become an overnight success story. No, not really. Took him about a week to get the money. Then he did.
Yeah.
The pressure from the sudden fame for Ruiz. So he's just straight up saying it. It is what it is. I never got a phone call from Andy to begin with. He never talked to me. It was his father that approached me, and then the father that came into the gym to talk about the separation. He was telling IFL TV. I haven't heard from Andy since the fight in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, I was disappointed. But you never lose faith. Me as an individual, a person, and as a coach, I try to hang in there the best that I could do and not lose faith in my fighter and hope that they would wake up one day and realize the importance of the responsibility that he had not only to himself, but for all of the fans and the people in boxing. I don't know who all the fans in boxing are. Maybe the citizens of El Centro, perhaps.
The citizens of El Centro, exactly.
And here it is. You've got to understand he's a ghetto boy. Jesus.
Damn, he had to go there. Shit.
God, that's so strong. Like, I've never seen anybody do that. That's like saying Manny Pacquiao's too Filipino. What?
Right, exactly.
You might as well just say, you got to understand he's an El Centro boy. Really, what are you saying? He's a ghetto kid that never had anything in life, and all of a sudden you wake up and you're the champion of the world and you have millions of dollars, barely. You're getting ready to make more millions, reportedly. It's overwhelming. The situation became so overwhelming for him. That's rough. That's
it. I mean, some harsh words, man. Some harsh words. There's a lot of like bitter, resentful feelings there. I'm pretty sure it's man. It sucks when things like that happen. Like, what was it? When what's his name? When fucking Fury let go of his trainer, like they were all very amicable, right? Like we're all very amicable. It's like it's how it's done, guys. Shit, be professional.
To be honest, in the case of Tyson Fury, right? He literally fired his guy after a draw, admittedly, but he literally had like a bodybuilding coach. Like he didn't have a real boxing coach. He just had a very motivational guy who
strength and conditioning or something. Yeah.
Yeah. He was just kind of a car crash. I mean, he cleaned Tyson Fury up. I'm sure it was amicable. I mean, but truthfully, Fury, as well as anybody else who's at this, these are elite level fighters. You need elite level coaching. And the reality of the Tyson Fury thing was, you're in great shape. You hired a fitness guru. Yay. You need a boxing coach. Mind-boggling to me.
Serious boxing coach.
Olympic boxing has been suspended. There's a shocker. Yesterday we did a show about them still qualifying. This is just your quick update. There are no Olympics. Thank you. PBC cancels 4 boxing events through
Yes,
April.
dude, 4. Hell yeah, exactly. They're going deep into April.
Way into April. Well, personally, I don't think that they had the interest to begin with. All right, so we're getting rid of March 28th card, which we actually submitted for, kind of disappointing, which is Neri versus Almeida, junior featherweight bout.
Yes, dude.
By the way, that would have been my birthday weekend. Yeah, it would have been great. Oh my God. How much fun money in Vegas on a fight weekend and my birthday. How much fun would that have been, Miggy? April 11th in Minneapolis, featuring Jamal James, and Thomas Delorme for the vacant WBA interim welterweight title. Let's just say that all together one time, shall we? This is such a ridiculous sentence. Vacant WBA interim welterweight title. So the WBA invented a title. That's why it's vacant. but it's an interim welterweight title.
Yes. A
Which
temporary.
theoretically means you'd be the next up to fight the WBA regular welterweight champion.
Yeah, is that how the hierarchy goes? You get the regular.
Yes. Are we just okay? So the goal here was to get Delorme over to fight Spence, I assume.
Hold on. WBA welterweight.
Or is that
no?
is
Would
that
it be
Bob's?
Manny? Would it be Manny? No, I think isn't it Manny? Didn't Manny take it from fucking
No,
from Thurman?
welterweights. Oh,
No, I could have sworn he took it from Thurman because Spence got IBF and WBC, or at least he still does up
all right.
until
So WBA
last time.
it would be the setup for Pacquiao. Spence
Oh, man.
is BC, BO is Crawford, of course, because Bob owns the WBO. I'll have to ask him about that. I've met the president of the WBO. He's very Suleiman-ish. Very interesting guy. He's very personal. I met Suleiman. I've never.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Mauricio?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He was at the axe throwing place for the one of those fundraisers over.
Oh, the Hall of Fame or something?
Yeah.
That Boston.
There was Mikey Garcia and Suleiman and that stupid ridiculous belt. The paper mache belt, the one with
the Mayan or something.
Yeah. The bullshit Mayan belt. Oh, I got to walk around with it, took photos, talked to Mikey. I mean, it was a great night. I mean, and I talked to Suleiman. I'm like, did they pay for this? He's like, no, they're gifts. I'm like, okay. Are there sanctioning fees? Like, what am I not getting about whole buy a belt bullshit? Like, no, I'm serious. He's like, we just made the belt and we gave it as a gift for the fight. I'm like, what a good way to brand your merchandise.
Yeah, right.
That's the night that Mikey actually laughed and said, yeah, he's not going to lose the fight. This is a 3-round fight. I went, yeah.
Of course.
Of course. Last story. My favorite story, because it's Bob. And Bob's not joining us until we actually have Bob on, I feel. Well, maybe Sunday.
Oh, okay.
All right, you want Bob to do his own quotes?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll take it.
All right, so the Sun, looking for any story today, ran a story that says promoter Bob Arum, 88, taking no coronavirus precautions, although we've said he's been held up in a hotel room with hookers and soup, puts good health down to smoking weed. Do you really believe this man is still smoking weed at 88? Like, he's just off the alcohol and he's just a straight weed guy. Like, I don't even think he can function based on the guy that I've seen. But
no, it doesn't look like he's a functional person at all. Yeah. Looks like he's fucking wilting every day, man. He's like shrinking every day.
Now that it's legal in California and Nevada, you can just educate yourself on the stream and the strain.
Bob, why are you not taking any precautions, Bob?
Because I smoke the weed. All of the weeds. I especially like dandelions. It's really good that way. For years, we're dependent on dealers, and you didn't know what you were getting, and they'd show up in an alley, and they'd hold a gun to you, and I don't know, you'd have to offer them sex. Shit like that really happened. Back in 1904, hell, they didn't even have the weeds like they do now.
They called it grass back then. It was the grass.
By the way, I also wanted to add from this article that I'm going to set up a studio atmosphere in Vegas so that we can do fights, maybe. I don't know, I'm kind of high.
Yes, do it.
You know, ESPN, unfortunately for them, doesn't have content. They don't have the NBA. They don't have the college basketball. They don't have the women's shit. They just don't. So they're going to need content. And we're going to provide that content. I mean, I didn't want to. I wanted to stay on HBO. It was a sweetheart deal. And then one of my asshole assistants said, fuck it, let's go to ESPN. Then they told me it was an app, and I had to learn about apps. I'm still not sure what an app is. I have a flip phone, by the way. So we've talked to the.
It's not an appetizer, Bob. It's not an appetizer.
It's not.
No,
Are you
sorry to
trying
break it
tell
to you,
me
Bob.
that
It's
my
not.
Razor phone is out of date? Somebody told me it was.
Motorola.
We've talked to the Nevada Athletic Commission. Well, I still use my Blueberry all the time too. Okay, I love hitting the keys and making the sounds. You have a Blueberry, don't you?
Yeah, sure I do.
We've talked to the Nevada Athletic Commission doing fights in the studio, but we got to go and get testing done, and we got to, like, I don't know, bribe people and shit. I don't know how it works. So
Well,
that
you're
we
good
can
at that,
start-
Bob. Go ahead.
It's a public airwave. I mean, seriously, it's getting expensive to keep bribing the same fucking 5 officials. I mean, they're just into our pockets all the time. So that we can test the fighters to see if the fights, so we can show that they don't have the virus, if they do have the virus. If they have the virus, we can have a death match. Like, I'm trying all different kinds of different setups to it. But that's what we're doing right now. And at the same time, I'll be smoking all the weeds.
All of them. You smoke all of them.
Dandelion, all of them.
And the lion. Oh, Bobby.
There you go. You said I wouldn't do it. I did it.
Nothing is better than Bob reading his own fucking article.
Oh my God. Andrew swears that when he reads anything by Bob now, he hears my voice as Bob. I said, it's literally.
You just ruined it for me. I'm going to do that every single time now, dude.
Well, the problem is I don't technically do him right. I don't have enough New York in it the way Bob is.
Oh, yeah.
Bob is a little more gruff and he's got more of the New York. I'll tell you who is closer to my Teddy Atlas is closer to Bob Arum than Teddy Atlas. It's really hard with just audio. I mean, look, if I had makeup, I'd put on the gray hair, cover up my bald dome. You know, I'd go all the way. I'd be totally.
You get the liver spots and everything. Yep.
I don't know. So what do you make of this whole thing? So Bob's going studio and Bob's smoking the weeds. So is Bob smoking the weed what got him off of HBO to ESPN? Here's the big news story. Did Bob smoking the weeds get him off of HBO to ESPN and now into a studio? Like, I don't even know how this story ties together. Like, it's so random.
It's like scattered. It's like so scattered.
Right. They're like picking up stuff that he did on Sirius XM Talk Sport. I was actually surprised when they said, yeah, we'll get you, Bob. Clearly they don't listen to the show. That's okay.
They don't.
I'm okay with that. I have a good relationship with Lee Samuels and two of the PR people. So we got a shot. They seem to like me for some reason. Is Bob going to be first again? This is hilarious.
Oh, wouldn't that be tight? I would love for him to pull that shit off at the studio. What is it? Oh, holy shit! Really, 1960s. Damn, I don't.
I wanted to. Well, our Bob is what 400. I mean, we've made our Bob literally over 120 years old for personal humor purposes.
Yep.
Right.
That guy's seen some shit.
That guy has seen some shit, and he's promoted a lot of shit. You know what? Here's the thing that I keep going back to when it comes to Bob. I don't know if this is Bob or if this is just really smart people sitting around him going, why don't we just do it in a studio? What do we have to do to make this happen? Right?
Yeah.
This is like,
I mean, like how functional is his brain right now? Like he's old, right? He can't have all those marbles anymore. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's got like a team of smart ass people around him to like, give him these fucking ideas. All they're really waiting for is for him to sign off on it and give him the green light. I'm pretty sure he's got a kick-ass crew. Why not? That studio idea? Hell yeah, dude. Dude, wrestling does that shit. They do that wrestling studio stuff like where it's like literally into like a small little audience in a small ring. Hell yeah, dude. Why not? And stream that on ESPN Plus.
Well, the reason I bring that up is I've seen Bob at events when he's eating soup, and that's where the joke comes from because I watched him eat soup one day. But
slurping
the other soup. The other writer, I don't know if people are intimidated because he sat down at my table and ate soup, and he makes casual conversation. Like, he's extremely approachable and extremely nice. Like, he's a genuinely nice guy. How did they actually find a picture of him that looks high? Like, I'm just noticing that. Good job. Kudos to the son. I think he's actually got red eyes. Like, I think you actually have a shot of Bob.
He's got the bloodshot going
at an event.
He's got done smoking a fat ass blunt.
Bob Arum is ghetto. I'm just saying it right now.
That's how he gets down? He gets down kind of ghetto-ish?
How else? I mean, somebody hooked him up. I mean, clearly they found the one and only. I didn't even notice that he had a lazy eye until this shot, technically.
Yeah. That right one, huh?
I mean, he's not, Tevin Farmer, like I could see out of both sides of my head. Crazy. Right?
For real, like a fucking fish, yeah.
No, he's not even Timothy Bradley where his eyes are on the side of his head. Like, I mean, but that's a pretty good lazy eye there. Maybe that's the way you detect when Bob's high in the office and somebody just sees one marble kind of move over to the right like that, and they'll go,
Like slowly roll
Bob's
over.
high. Stay away. He's got an idea. What's he doing? We're doing the fights in a
geez.
studio. What? Do we have a studio? No. Bob wants us to
No,
build.
we're gonna build one. Yeah, hell yeah, they're gonna build one. Best believe it. Sounds good.
I don't even think you have to go that far. I think you could use the stuff that's in Vegas because nobody's in it. Oh.
I know, right? Exactly. As a matter of fact, that Apex where the UFC hosts their contender series, I mean, they were going to have fights here, but obviously that's not going to happen anymore because of the athletic commission. But hey, there's a studio right there. I mean, it doesn't have to be here, but I mean, I'm sure they can find other studios similar to that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed out about the whole Khabib thing. Certainly,
Well, as of right now, it hasn't been fully canceled. You know. Yeah, as of right now, it hasn't been canceled. The next 3 UFC events have been canceled, but that does not include the April 18th Khabib and Ferguson. But who knows? By the time they get to there, you know, who knows? I've even heard that Dana White is saying he's like, it may not even be in the U.S. You know, I mean, as far as there's going to be an event this weekend,
Macau? Good call, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Where the fuck would you go? Exactly, dude. It's like going to the UK. They were talking about the fight this weekend. That was actually they were looking for some sort of Indian reservation in Oklahoma or some shit.
Yeah,
but ultimately that went out the window. Oh man.
Actually, technically, you can do that because it's privately owned.
Right.
But they're starting to close Indian casinos right now too.
Yeah.
The Indians are
I mean, that's how they
crazy.
used to do it, man. That's how they used to do it back in the day. When like some of the early days of the UFC and MMA, they would have to go to these Indian reservations because they'd be, you know, illegal anywhere else.
Right. That's the way that basically, what is it? What's the offshoot? It's not, what is it? King of the Ring? Not King of the Ring.
King of the Cage. King
of the Cage was always
Yeah.
Indian casinos because they never checked whether or not anybody was a pro or an amateur. They just 100 fights on.
Saboba, right? That's like Saboba,
Yeah,
California.
Saboba.
Yeah.
Well, because I live in the California casino range. Yeah, Saboba just milked that shit up forever.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder whatever
That
happened
and
to
Gladiator
Indian
Challenge too. I think it's still around, yo. I think it's still around.
Maybe
They're
I
like
should
at
try-
King of the Cage number 700 right now.
I don't know. Maybe that's where I should be going to get my title. I don't know.
Oh, bam! Hell yeah! See, look at that. You got
Could
it.
it be King of the Cage?
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, that'd be a sweet ass belt. You get that fucking belt.
Wow. I just got a text that due to the COVID-19 outbreak, we are giving away 4 months of Netflix Premium to keep you entertained.
What?
It just came over my text.
You're kidding.
Not kidding at all.
Kidding. Holy hell! I'm waiting for my text. Actually,
I
I'm not
don't
even
know.
sure if I still
I could be. Look, I don't believe it's real. Like if I click the link, I'm going to get a virus. Like something's going to happen. I'm not that crazy.
Oh no, another virus? No, not another virus. Please, this first one's doing enough damage.
There you guys go. We wanted to give you guys about a half hour of some content so you guys don't have to watch the news and have something to look at on the screen. You can go to fightnetradio.com. Did we miss anything good that's happened in the last 24 hours other than literally putting our souls into
Everything being canceled? Sheesh.
Oh my God. Like it's crazy. And I said this when I went out yesterday. It's not stopping people from coming to the beach. We're crowded here. Like by the way, I went out today and took a look around. Everybody's off working at the beach. Clearly they didn't close it. All right. So what's your overs and unders for the next 2 weeks? When do we go to literal sundown lockup? When do you think they pull the trigger?
It's not going to happen. We're going to find something. We're going to find something between now and then. I'm positive. It's so many people working on it. I don't think it's going to get to that point. It's not going to be like super hard ass curfew. Like lock your doors. Pull out the tape and tape the seals like we used to do in freaking elementary school.
I've decided I'm going to go break into Disneyland.
Oh, and get what? What are you looking with? Like one of the Mickey
the rides
hats?
won't be on, so it won't be any fun. Like I can't do Rise of the Resistance.
But you can get merch though. You can get hella merch.
Yeah, you could. But also, I would assume that they've probably hired a lot of security for the lockdown.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I just want to see that place completely ghost towned.
Right, and dark. Whew.
Oh, I think it would be mind-boggling to see that place completely empty. I mean, I
It'd
went
be
there
like
for
20
like
years
an IBM. I went for an IBM night once, and they had it for like 5 hours after hour. The last 2 hours, there was nobody there. Like literally, it was like when I was like 12 years old on a Tuesday. Like nobody was in the park. That's the only other time I've seen it. That's how many years it's been. I don't think I've ever seen. I'm telling you, if they cancel WrestleMania, it's the end of the world for me.
No, dude, I'm telling you, I'm reading up on it right now. They're saying that they're gonna go through with it with an empty friggin' arena. I don't know what is this? The update 4:02 p.m. It says like WrestleMania 36 will happen on April 5th but without fans. All right, cool. Fuck it, that works. It says in coordination with local partners and government officials, WrestleMania, and all related events in Tampa Bay will not take place. A spokesperson tells us. Okay, what?
You know what the big deal is, right? You know who's returning tonight, right? To Raw.
Oh, Brock is it?
Give
Brock?
me a hell yeah!
Oh, Steve Austin. Yes, 316 day. Of course. It's 316 day, yo. He's got to be back. He's gonna open up a couple of Steve Weisers.
Him being a full-time character again.
Oh, for real?
That's the rumor.
Shit. Let me see. Okay, so JSI says, however, WrestleMania will still stream live on Sunday, April 5th, yada, 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 and on pay-per-view. Only essential personnel will be on the closed set for WWE's training facility in Orlando, Florida, to produce WrestleMania. Okay.
How will that
No kidding,
work?
really? So they're going to have... I don't know, dude.
So we don't have any
clip?
car crashes coming off the top of the Jumbotron. We don't have Shane falling off this. We don't have... I mean, seriously, you're going to give us straight matches for WrestleMania. I've seen the Performance Center that it's a simple Jumbotron. Like it's the NXT studio. It's very basic. It's not the same.
Yeah. Did you see that freaking clip of like the ladies wrestling, but when they went on a commercial break, they stopped wrestling, they just stopped chilling, and the cameras were still rolling?
No.
It was so bad. It was so bad, dude. Like the ladies were wrestling, right? And then like, of course, there's nobody in the arena, so they go on commercial break. So they take a break. They just kind of stop and start like chilling and walking around the ring, waiting for them to come back from commercial break and then to get back going. And somebody like posted it on YouTube. It is hilarious. They're just chilling, walking around, like talking or whatever. I don't know if you can hear any sound, honestly.
It should be a stall. Come on, rookies. Stall.
It was so bad, dude. When I saw that, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, exactly. Even if there aren't any people there, just keep going. Shit.
And I highly recommend for those of you who don't watch pro wrestling, go to the WWE Network and watch Stone Cold interview Bret Hart, go over the screw job, then go over Steve getting pile driven, and literally they're doing all fourth wall discussions about both matches.
Oh, nice. I'm totally going to check that out.
It's literally behind the scenes shit. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that was a good hour. That was a good hour on my day of nobody fucking calling me. I might need a job.
Right.
Well, now that there are corona-free strip clubs, right? I mean, I could get a bouncer job, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Hey, you know what? As long as they're corona-free, why not? I'm over here, trying to figure out where to go. Huh?
They just posted. I just saw it earlier on Facebook. Little Darlings, which would be completely nude and very young. Not my favorite place to go. But
that's the first place I went to when I first turned 18.
When there's no alcohol, they just seem to get younger and nakeder. I think it should be the other way around, but whatever. Yeah. So apparently, Little Darlings is putting up a sign that said a corona-free lap dances. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
On the sign right next to the freeway. Oh my God. There is no shame in that game. I highly recommend Little Darlings. I mean, it's a well-spent, whatever it is, $20 or $30. If I ever told that story, I'll tell the story here to end the show. So I'll end on a note. So I go out to Vegas with two longtime friends. Big group, non-drinker. It's the son's birthday. They go, yeah, he turned 21 today. We're taking him out. I said, great. So they start buying stupid alcohol. And for those of you who don't know in Vegas, let me explain the stupidest of all the alcohols. The stupid ass yard-long slushy for $30. Why are you buying it? Okay, right? Is that not the stupidest shit ever?
Dude, it's the dumbest fucking thing ever, especially carrying that damn big-ass shit around.
Right. And they're like, what do you mean? And I walked into a casino. I stood by a slot machine. The girl came over. I go, I'd like a triple vodka straight up. Well, thanks. And handed her $1. I said, I have more alcohol in this cup than your son does. $35 drink you just had, and I paid $1.
Uh-huh.
That is my purpose. And then I poured it into his thing. And I said, well, at least you have alcohol now. And so, okay, I'm putting a backstory to the group that I was with. They go, all right, we're going to take him to a strip club tonight. I said, okay. How do I say he's a naive 21-year-old? He's very naive. In fact, that friend's coming down to the beach tomorrow. Everybody's coming to the beach. Like, nobody's got anything to do. Apparently, Lee, come to the beach. I'll make you mac and cheese, and we'll go stare at the water.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
And you bring your computer. You can stay here for a couple of days. I got an extra bed. It's all good. All
right.
So we go out, right? We're staying at the D. We're all hooked up. Everybody's got rooms. We're all dialed in. And they decide, okay, we want to go to a strip club. I go, all right, full nude or partially nude? They go, I guess full nude. Like, I'm looking at two guys that are slightly older than me. Like, wow, you guys have either been married a long time or don't know shit about Vegas. But okay, I'm in.
All right.
So I take them over to Little Darlings. And they're looking at the cover fee of whatever it is on a Friday or a Saturday night of like 30 or 40 bucks. And they're like, that's a lot. I went, you don't drink in there. Where do you think the place is making their money? On the $5 Coke you're about to buy? Like, what am I missing? Like,
yeah.
They're very bumpkinish. I've talked about it on this show. One of the guys is the one who wound up in Tombstone because he didn't take my advice in marketing. And the other one at age 50 is back in school trying to reinvent himself. So let's just put it into context. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. So I go, I know a place.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We've talked about it a million times because it's my go-to place. They go, is it going to be cheaper to get in? I said, oh, yeah. And I think you get a free Pepsi, like when you walk in a big plastic container, and you could still smoke inside for you. No. I said,
deal.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So I drive them around from Little Darlings. We go back up the strip. It's a big poppin' Saturday night. It's nice and hot. And they go, where are you going? There's no strip clubs in downtown. I said, no, it's not in downtown. And about midway down, for those of you who don't know this lovely establishment, big shout out to Talk of the Town. I pull into Talk of the Town. They go, this is deserted. Like, it's closed. Like, this is like, it's a typical day at Talk of the Town. Like, there's 3 cars in the parking lot. The building looks like it's boarded up. I said, nope, it's open.
Yeah.
We go in. You go through the bookstore to get to the back room, which is the strip club, right?
Mm-hmm.
We pay whatever it is, like $6.22, whatever they're crazy. And they literally hand you a giant Pepsi in what looks like, you ever seen the liners that go inside of water containers at hospitals? Those big, giant, fake plastic cups that are...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like a liner cup, like not even a real cup. And they give you one of those of like a soft drink. Mm-hmm. They literally still have the original little gold, I don't know how to describe them, the cheap tin ashtrays. Like the really chintzy ones. Those are on the tables, completely filled with cigarettes. Like, the place is just gross. It's vampire bar all the way. Like, this is a Robert Rodriguez wet dream, right? Okay. We're literally in there for 5 minutes. I'm sitting there. Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying a cigar. I'm having a moment.
All right.
Like, I don't even hang with them because I can't even be a part of it. Nobody bothers me because apparently I know what I know what I'm doing, right? But I'm looking at them. The girls are kind of circling. There's about 3 or 4 of them with various deformities.
Oh, shit.
Have you not been there lately? Like, the eyes are literally like Timothy Bradley, Tevin Farmer. Like,
oh man, like no, dude.
Okay.
When I was like 22, which is like freaking like 11 years ago.
Right. It's pre-op tit job before you go to a real strip club, right? So.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm there. I'm taking it all in. I'm watching them, and literally we're there 15 minutes, and they all pop up and look at me and go, "We're done."
Huh?
Like, what? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'd already gone outside. I believe I was with a girl at that time. I had already called all that in before I sat back down and did this. And I'm watching. I'm like, "What? Why are we done?" Zach had a lap dance. Well, how many did he have?
Yeah.
He just gave him all his money and had 3 girls attack him, and they took all his money within the first 5 minutes. I went,
noob.
That's so it's so sad. It's almost like, especially in that place. Like, I'm pretty sure, knowing what I know about that place, and based on the money he told me that he had, you're telling me you got a real lap dance in that place? Like, I didn't even think that was a thing there. Like, I didn't even know they actually had real lap dances. Like, I just thought it was like going to TJ to a donkey bar. Like, I legitimately thought, you pick one up and you go to the trailer out back. What are you doing? Like I didn't even know this was a thing. I just come here to look at the oddities. But like, I've always assumed with that place, like, you just pick one up like it's TJ and go to the hotel room. Like, how did you blow that much money? Like, I didn't even see it happen. Like, I remember walking outside to make a phone call and walking back in, and they're walking out. I'm like, what?
That's it. Oh, how much money was it then?
He told me he had about $100 saved up, and he blew through 100 in about 20 or 30 minutes.
What the
talk of the town?
Oh, new Baz. Jeez.
There you guys go. I hope that made your day a little less coronavirusy. Well, we don't have Andrew to talk about the Raiders, so it's going to be my misadventures of doing really stupid shit somewhere to make these shows entertaining. I'm lining up Bob. I'll reach out to a couple of the publicists I know and get you guys some interviews with some of the fighters, because clearly they're not doing shit right now. We'll see about getting
they got plenty of time.
If not, we'll have Andrew this week, probably midweek. He gets a little crazy if I don't get him on the air too frequently, legitimately. I was actually surprised he let the first one go, but I think he's burned out.
Was yesterday's show a little too much?
No, strangely, as long as okay, I'm going to tell the truth about Andrew. Andrew does not like what I do most of the time because he takes a lot of shit. The people who listen to the actual broadcast portion of this are generally Andrew's friends and family. Yesterday was a shockingly high level of me just being way out of control. Like, I let loose like the old days yesterday. I don't know what that was about. We didn't have our favorite sponsor, Amsterdam, taking care of the show like we normally do at 8 o'clock in the morning for me. So in this particular
It was one of those
case,
end of days things. It was one of those end of days apocalyptic type of let loose.
I don't think I can watch the show or listen to the show probably without cringing either. Like, I went really far. Like, I made, for those of you who have not heard last night's show and you're just watching this because it said Bob Arum's doing studio fighting, you guys are all going to click on it. That's why I did it. There are people. Wait, you want to know my favorite thing about this?
Tell me, please tell me.
Are the people in some of the, because you'll see this, it's literally been shared 140 times. Like, this is all legit. I'll show actually all our numbers on the exposure numbers. My favorite part, and I think it's on our page. God bless you, everybody who follows this show. And then, okay, we've reached like 4,000 people. You've had like 600 views. Like, it's a crazy show. This comment right here made my entire day. From Rodney Cordova, who I thought was an actual regular listener. So either this is the funniest thing I've ever seen written on a page to get well to Dan Rayfield, or he got the joke, and that makes it even funnier. So shout out. By the way, I'm going to say this to the regulars who are listening to the show. Please go put get well messages, because it just...
Do it. Oh, dude, shit. I ain't touching that one.
How fucking hilarious is that? And how many of these
that'd be
shares...
classic.
How does this not get to Dan? Like, the first,
Hey, maybe it does, and we just don't know it.
Yeah, it does. Dan never seemed to like me anyway. Like, he and I just always rub each other wrong. It's our egos. And I admit, I've got a big ego even when I go to a fight. I think because I mostly do audio and I do very little video for boxing, nobody really knows my face, except my PR people. And by the way, I bribe them. For those of you who don't know this, because I know we have writers who listen, you're looking for your stories for the next 24 hours. Word of advice. Find out what your PR people like to drink. Mick found out the hard way, man. I sent him to a fight. I said, get on it. This is what she likes to drink. And then go meet this guy and see what he wants. And by the way,
and I got on that real fast.
And when Lee Samuels wrote me back and said, one of the people, Evan, he said, yeah, call Evan. It's all good. You can have it. You can have Bob. I went, well, I've waited a long time to play that card.
Yeah.
I've waited a really long card to call him my Evan card. Oh, well. Oh, no. This show is... I don't know why he said it was such a long show. It was only 2 hours. Like, that's not even a marathon by our standards. Andrew's getting old. Are you trying to replace Andrew?
You had to pull out the O word.
Well, I'm the oldest one on the show, all right? It's not even a joke. I date you guys literally by decades, all right? But apparently, I'm prepared to talk for 2 hours about Julio Cesar Chavez and Eddie Hearn. Oh, my God. How did this this is the other one. It showed up in one of the, so I post it and I share it and I do all my magic behind the scene marketing shit. Somebody wrote, how do you know Eddie Hearn is a racist? I'm like, do you not follow boxing and know about his family? Like, am I the only one who actually know his dad did the plantation joke about one of the fighters wanting too much money?
Ugh.
I didn't say Eddie Hearn was a racist. I said his family was a racist. And to be technical, his dad's a racist. His dad is just a shameless racist. Did I do anything that technically this is the show, kind of in a nutshell? You have your own nemesis now. You should be proud of that. Took me a long time to find out that the Andrew Oscar de la Hoya story. My God, that's my favorite thing ever. And the fact that in real life, if I meet Oscar, I'm literally going to tell him the story. And then I'm going to literally have him do it in real life. Like, that is my goal before I end Fight Net Radio. Like, I will not rest. Okay? Like, actually having real Oscar, like, leave a real voice message for Andrew that he knows where he lives.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I'd be like, listen to me.
I'm working on it for his birthday, okay? This is like a big get. So everybody who listens, don't tell Andrew. I'm working on this. So the big issue is, I realized that once he hears that message, he's going to call me up and go, why are you fucking around? No, dude, that's the real Oscar.
No, that's the real Oscar, son.
That's the real Oscar. I assumed that every celebrity is going to be on that, what is it, the video message thing? What's the get a celebrity message?
Oh, is that what?
You didn't know about this?
No.
Okay, so you can buy celebrity messages. What's it called? Cameo.
What?
You don't know about Cameo?
Oh,
I literally tried to buy Clarissa Shields. She never followed through for Christmas for Andrew.
Oh.
I was literally just going to have her say, hey, repeatedly, right? Like, I was going to do all the jokes from the show with my own script. So Cameo's the real deal, right? You can
nice.
literally
I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh my God, wait, it gets better. So in boxing, and by the way, they're all the flakiest ever. Okay, they just are.
Oh, of course.
Everybody in boxing. So I've tried to get Raiders to call him. It never works out. I've been trying to get former boxers to call him. It never works out. Like, they get the choice. You can get Teddy Atlas. Could you imagine fucking Teddy Atlas?
$100? Is that what it says? $100?
Yeah, and it's only like a 5-second video, by the way.
What the hell, dude?
I just want him to tell the Mike Tyson story. Like, literally, can you compress it and do the Mike Tyson? I can get Victor Ortiz for $20.
A millionth fucking time.
Well, think about it. I can get Victor Ortiz. Butterbean wants 75. God bless him. That's crazy. I'd take Larry Holmes all day.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, besides the fact that he actually fought and Larry
but
Holmes
I
actually beat
assume
his
that
ass.
like everybody's going to be on here shortly. Like Mike's on here. He only wants 400. Come on. That's reasonable.
Wow, 100 for Riddick Bowe. Huh, interesting.
Celebrity. I should be on here. If they're celebrity boxers, jeez. I think I qualify. Rainbow Mancini. Hello, this is Rainbow Mancini.
Oh, we share a birthday. We have the same birthday. Me and Ray.
Ray is a nut. Hello, this is Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Do you remember me? Nobody remembers me, but I like to talk about boxing really fast.
Yeah.
Frezzo Kendo only wants $20. My God, you should have.
What the hell, dude? Aren't these guys supposed to be kind of famous? Like, who the hell?
Yes.
Who even remembers
Roberto Duran
Kendo,
wants
dude?
200. Will it be in English or Spanish or both? If there's an
dude, we're
Oscar,
gonna find Ibuchi in this motherfucker. What the hell?
I am telling you, this is how much I love Andrew. The minute Oscar De La Hoya winds up on here with his $400, you know,
I'm pitching in.
I will literally rob a bank to make that happen. Their boxing section isn't as deep. And here's the other thing. For a long time, she was on here. What's her name?
Clarissa.
Yeah, she was on here, and now she's gone. And mainly because she probably flaked on me. It would have been great. I'll get Tarver for 50. Tarver's a bigger name. Broner's on here. Oh my God.
Oh.
I gotta buy it. He's currently in jail, so I probably gotta wait a week, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, it depends. I mean,
I gotta buy a Broner.
Can you pay his bail?
He's only looking. Oh my God.
Oh, you're gonna pitch in for his bail. That's what you're gonna do.
Oh my God. I have purpose in life.
Jeez. What is it gonna say? I'm a can man.
Do I worry about my rent?
No, Floyd.
Or getting? Oh my God, I gotta get. he's got to do the intro to the show. Like I got to have it written. Like how many words do I get? I think you only get a certain amount of words or requests. Like there's a whole thing, right? Like you only.
Oh, is it really? Damn.
Yeah, there's instructions to all this. Like you can only do. We could do a roast. Oh, so much to say.
What the?
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. So can we tell them what to say?
Yes.
And they'll say it. Like even if it's something super
for $50,
Oh.
dude. For $50.
Oh no!
How do I
this
not
is
do
so
this?
good,
How do I not do this,
dude. We're gonna do it. We're gonna post your bail, Adrian. Hang in there, brother.
All right, keep up. This might be an episode all by itself. The Adrian Broner. Look, can I pay you $50 and just interview you? Like, I'll pay for the.
That's so good.
It's brutally honest. Let's start with. Did you really rob a fucking jewelry store?
Yeah, exactly.
It
like,
says
how much do you really owe your
Here are my
jeweler?
questions. Question 1: Did you rob a jewelry store? Question number 2: Did you pay off the jewelry store? Question number 3:
3. Are you currently homeless? Yes or no?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh my God! It says I can ask him questions, right? I mean, can you imagine the questions we should be asking this guy?
Oh man, I'm gonna start writing some down right now.
Look, he's actually done them. They're about 18 seconds long.
Oh, that's not too bad. 19 seconds. Hey,
that's an
not
intro
bad at all.
show. I mean, is it $50 worth of intro? I don't know. I mean, but theoretically,
you're contributing to a cause. You're contributing to him getting out and getting bail.
Oh my God! The fact that there are people who bought it already, like he's done 4 of them, right? Like he's done 4 of them.
So
he's done 4 of them before he went to jail. Like they're shitty as fuck. Like he doesn't even know. Oh my God!
Interesting. This changed my world.
It's mind-boggling, right? Oh, you can get wrestlers. Oh my God! He shoots him in the shower.
What the?
You can't hear the audio, but I can, and I don't think it's recording either. But I am telling you, looking at these. Wait. Let me see if I can help.
Everybody support my bro Damo King with his world photography. Booking today with all your one spot for the hottest ring girls. Go check out the Modeling Network mix. Your hairline look like the best. Hey man. Hey, you better leave my boy alone, man, because I heard you be hating and shit.
I don't know if the audio came in through my headphones so that you could hear it, but tell me that this isn't a gold mine.
Dude, this is awesome. I got clips of it. Like it would cut in and out, but I got the gist of it.
First of all, he's shooting these in the shower, naked.
Yeah, he's like in a tub or something. What the hell?
So many fascinating things about this. Like he's doing it as some kind of weird offshoot, Drake level porn thing, where he's talking shit to people who paid him $50.
He like shot a batch of these videos because they're all in the same spot.
Yeah, I suspect that. They're the first 4. Well, currently he's in jail. I want this. I want this outfit. Like, how do I request this outfit?
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, be like, hey, I want you wearing the outfit and that exact same freaking chain.
Yeah, I want the chain that you stole. I want you to be wearing the chain that you stole that you had to pay through a court. Oh my God,
no.
Adrian, you are still my favorite. Oh my God, it is such a mess.
Hot mess.
I'm telling you, this is a gold mine. I just haven't ever really tapped it. I mean, Tarver's not bad, but Broner, come on. That might be the greatest thing ever. Roberto Duran's out of his mind wanting $200. I'd rather get the guy who was in Superman who doesn't speak.
Yeah, exactly. The freaking the dumbass muscle.
Why
group.
is Antonio Tarver 100 there and then 50 over there? I don't get it.
Oh, he's double dipping. What the hell?
If he can get whatever he can get, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Am I missing anybody? Like, I think you go the low hanging fruit. Like, you get a Joe Joyce, you get a Frezzo Kendo. Like, I think there's some real nuggets here.
Wow.
What's on the minute Oscar's on here? Oh my God.
Yes.
Oscar's gonna want $1,000. Look, if Mike Tyson wants $400.
Yeah. You think he's gonna want $1,000?
At least. Who the hell is Gene Hatcher? I bet Bob Arum knows who he is. Probably fought in the same era. No, that's the
What the hell? That
the Victor Ortiz thing for $20 is just hilarious to me.
Dude, do you see that dude on the right there, Adnan Verk? That guy's like some sort of like analyst for DAZN. What the fuck? He's not even a boxer.
Well, he's kind of related to boxing in a left-handed, retarded kind of way.
I don't even know. Like, I mean, we know him because we watch DAZN, but who the fuck else even knows who he is?
Oh, I wish they had. I wish they had the Silver Fox, man. I'd pay for her, and I'd write the script. It would never make it to Fight Net Radio. I just keep it for myself on a loop with superimposed cougar naked photos with her face on it, and then her talking. It's probably better than what's actually underneath there. I'm just going to be honest when it comes to her.
Yeah,
there you go. I'm glad I could hook everybody up with Cameo and this little added tidbit for today. We'll be trying to do daily content all through the. I want to call this the coronavirus series. So we're here literally to just try to amuse you because every day sucks. It'll be Miggs. It'll be Andrew. It'll be Andrew and Miggs. I might not get involved and just run the controls and let those two guys talk. You'll always get your Sunday show. You will always get a massive dose of the Sunday show. Because clearly now that I know that it irritates Andrew for me to make longer shows, the shows are even going to get longer at this point. So if we can give you guys content that'll get you through your day, your kids are home, you guys are miserable, you're working from home, you got your headsets on, this is our little bonus for you. Go to fightnetradio.com. Watch the video that probably gave Dan Rayfield his first heart attack. And certainly you could see Dan Rayfield eating spaghetti, which is my favorite video that I've ever come across, ever. We talked about it on Sunday. I'm pushing that video way more than I'm pushing last week's show. The Dan Rayfield eating spaghetti thing.
With scissors.
This is, look, when you get something in your feed where you go, oh my, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is.
Tell me that doesn't look like
Look at that. What a pro. Yeah, hell yeah, it does. I mean, that's almost like a thinner version of him, but okay.
Well, we've never seen Dan without his hat.
Look at that guy.
Oh my God, I want to believe that. Secretly, Dan's wife shot him, and she's sleeping with the pool boy. And I want to believe
with the mailman,
and she's just after Dan Rayfield's money. Because I cannot believe that there is a woman. Right. Look, I got to be honest. How is there a woman that would put that man's penis into her mouth ever? Like, ever. By the way, I've said that line to women when they dated complete jerks, and I look at them and I go, how did you put that dude's penis in your mouth? Like, how did that occur? I mean, I'm pretty realistic about relationships. I know what's going on with my ex-fiance. Like, I'm 51. I get the show. There's a woman that had sex with this thing.
Yes, recurring.
I really want that to sink in for people. And I'm looking at the video for those of you listening to the audio and you're going, Lee, you're going too far. Really? Have you not seen what Dan looks like right now? I'm sure he doesn't get it up and the diabetes is kicking in. I'm sure he's about to have a leg cut off as well as, oh my God, that's today's episode. Dan Rayfield has diabetes. Like, maybe that might just be the thing all through this. I just keep burning the Dan Rayfield bridge until he just calls me and yells at me.
Is there anything left of that bridge anymore?
Well, we're making the blind assumption he actually knows about it. But based on this, again, I go back to the Joker movie. Harvey. Let's introduce a little anarchy. Those numbers are pretty strong. Like, at those numbers, I'm sure people have texted him or sent him messages through Twitter going, hope you get well from the coronavirus, which I have to believe has happened in the past 24 hours based on the number of people that have just seen the title of Dan Rayfield has the coronavirus. Let's get it straight. It's COVID-19, not just the coronavirus. I gave him all of it.
All of it.
Well, you realize it's like AIDS, right? There's a difference between being HIV.
There's a difference between the two.
Right.
Yeah.
Coronavirus, getting the virus, I'm pretty sure all of us have it. Okay. They just haven't tested us yet. The big deal is, did you go full tilt COVID-D and now you're toxic and you're dying from it, right? There's two phases to the disease. It takes 4 days before it sets in. Then you actually have it. I get that. I live at the beach. There's too many people here. I touch too much shit. I do actually go out. I'm probably going to die. This is like my swan song to all of boxing is for me to take down this guy. All right, so let's get my list together before I die of COVID. Dan Rayfield's got to go. I don't know how to get at Max Kellerman. I've tried to shame him into not having a job. So ESPN has done even more work for me by just making him a guy who gets to say 4 words in the background and probably making a third of what he made for HBO. Probably. I would guess he's making a third of what he made at HBO.
But he's got his own show too, right? He's got
the weekly show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave up calling in every day going, hey, hit your wife today. They just don't seem to let it through.
Yeah. Got the supplemental income.
I'm never going to let it go. You hit a woman, you're a piece of shit forever. Like, that's just kind of how it is. I'm going to be honest. It's kind of a weird thing with me. Hit a woman, you're a piece of shit. I mean, I understand restraining, and I've heard that argument. No. A friend of mine, I talked about this, but I got a friend of mine who got beat up by her last boyfriend, and I went up to go kill him. I think I talked about it on this show. First day I was there, I said, hit me as hard as you hit him. And she literally hauled off like she hit me with a frying pan as hard as she could. And I went, I still wouldn't hit you. Like, I get what her response was, well, I hit him, and that's why he beat me up and dragged me down the hair by my hair stairs and threw me out of the house. I went, right. I said, well, you got time this time. Load up with a punch. Like, and she pulled back. The first punch wasn't even good. I said, that wasn't a good punch. Like, I think you have more in you. And I had her actually really load up and pop the shit out of me hard.
Oof.
And I looked at her and I took it. I've been hit by a lot of people. Andrew talks about it all the time. Andrew's seen me do things with actual top 10 heavyweights where he's like, you're just dumb. Like, you just don't care. I said, yeah, but it's great video and audio. But yeah, I got punched by Billy when he was in the top 10 for his charity. I said, all right, if you guys donate X amount of dollars, I'll let him body shot me or knock me out, depending on how much you give. They didn't give very much.
Wait, hold on. Who was it?
Billy, the big heavyweight from Vegas. Why can't I think of his last name? I think he's sick right now. Had another kid too.
Billy, I'm trying to think of who the hell it is.
Billy Wright? No, Billy. Now you're gonna
we'll look him up.
That should be enough.
Yeah.
I know it's Bill.
But yeah, but heavyweight.
Heavyweight. Yeah, heavyweight. Good job. So this was, where is he? It's not Bill Lang. It's not Sonny Liston. Thank God.
Yeah.
We'll talk. I'll ask Andrew. He'll get it square. But okay, so we went out there for a Canelo fight. And so we did this thing for charity. And everybody's probably screaming, no, that's not who it was. And you're right. I probably deserve to go to hell because I haven't talked to Bill. I believe it's Bill. No.
We'll ask Andrew.
Andrew knows. Andrew's got a memory. That's why I keep you two. It's not for me.
There you go.
I'm old. I have COVID-D, for God's sakes. Nobody's sending me get well wishes. This is so hilarious for a regular to write get well. Like, clearly he didn't see this or he hasn't listened to the show yet, which makes it hilarious. So to the regulars, which would be like Josel, Kelly King, Javier Jurado, like there's a group of real regulars listen to the show.
Yeah.
You guys got to go to the page and write get well and share it. Share it with Dan. If you know him personally, hey, tweet it to him. Make my entire year. Because clearly this is the one that does me in. This one episode, like I'm convinced that this is the episode of episodes that does me in personally. You two guys are clean, but man.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm staying far from this one.
I warned you. We warned before and after, and even after I recorded it, and then I waited all day in case you changed your mind and didn't put it out till last night.
And during.
I mean, it's not even really technically that X-rated. It's just I went far. Ooh, I went. Oof. All right. Anything else you want to add for the today for the daily drop?
No, I'm good. I mean, unfortunately, all these fucking fights have been canceled, and hopefully we can be entertaining.
I'm going down to watch cockfighting in TJ tonight. Apparently, that's still going off.
Oh yeah, those things will never stop.
Well, Roy Jones Jr. is picking me up. He's got a couple of chickens, so we're going down there to fight a few of his cocks down in.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It could be a
Sounds
code
like,
word. Secretly, he just wants to hang out with me and show me his cock.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Because if
but we're
that's
gonna find
what
out.
happens, I'm glad I'm actually saying it publicly here. So
Just
if I
in
don't
case.
make it back.
Mm-hmm. We know what happened.
Good job. Good job of playing it straight. See, that's how you do it. Just let me dig my own ditches. Go to fightnetradio.com. Please check out. I don't know how long I can post it. It's already at 140 shares. This video is going to get us to
Fight Net Radio. FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee. Talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net!